Welcome, guys. Another Wednesday. And what kind of one? Freaking awesome. So far, we're doing really good on the market. By all means, all of the news from September is going to be dump or whatever, or negative, or resist, or push to the downside, or break anything, or whatever kind of freaking things that people are talking about. I don't care about it so far. Yes, I'm waiting for the rate cut for it or not, or yes, whatever they're gonna do. I don't. Let's see. But so far, September is playing really well. And to be honest with you, I'm most 99% I'm longing it. I had only two shorts, played out as well, fine. But so far, long only, and that's what I'm gonna keep it. There is some resistance coming up, just because we had really nice movements. We're gonna talk about that shortly. But first thing first, I'm really like weirdly about it that we didn't cut off the off guard the long and short ratio of retails because we are still middling. They are not really taking the bite or the bait for from the traders. So far, yeah, let's see how that's gonna play out. If that's gonna keep stacking up, we're gonna be in middle-ish area. Still fine. That's gonna mean a little bit grindy, a little bit more slow movements on the charts. But anyhow, it will do what it always does. It's not really that we need those retails so far. It's all going well, just because the top traders are long, heavily long as well. That's what you want. We don't want to see them shorting anything soon. So far so good technically. So keep it up as it is. And chart wise, I mean, if you look at this even pattern, we are aiming to go a little bit higher as well. Like it's continuously goes a little bit higher, I guess, if you can see that on visual link on it. I'm really not key on that one. Just to mentioning, we are still doing the sideways move on it, and they didn't even take a bait still so far. But that still can be changed sooner or later. If we're gonna see like a really nasty wick or dump to the downside, they might flip. But let's see. I'm gonna talk about that sooner or later. Next, I want to mention is overall RSI. We are getting quite heavily to the overbought zone. Obviously, we had a nice push to the upside so far on the 4 hours. 24 hours looks a little bit better. We still have room to go higher, and I assume we might will before weekend. We might see some pullback around the weekend area. Let's see how that's gonna play out. On the 17th, I know that there's those rate cuts on it or whatever it is gonna pull up on it. So we are 10 days in the new month. So far, so good. I'm not really like worried about it. We're gonna do some damage to the downside yet. Now, the bits, our lovely bits. I really like how they stack that. So technically we didn't even grab the wall below us. Still is there intact. We have in the meanwhile built some more bits around the 111, 112-ish area, and right now we are stacking them around 113. Still area to go down a little bit lower, pull back to it, grab them, and then have a continuation. Why? Just because on technically on 20 minutes, but on 1 hour it's going to be a little bit the same, not much change. To really consider breaking anything, we need to go below 112-ish area, 112.1. So breaking that area is going to teleport you straight to 111, retest the previous low, and then still you have a continuation, because even then you didn't break anything to the higher time frame. So continuation it is, as I've been saying for quite a long time, up only. I don't look anything for the downside yet, because we didn't break anything. We are aiming to go to the resistance, and that's the aim for now. Seriously, if you're shorting anything, please, by all means, that's going to be a short-lived or it's just a scalp, fine. But don't consider we're going to go to the 90K right now. Moving on to the charts. First thing first, I want to mention the VIX. That's as well another confluence. I've been saying and mentioning that as well for quite a while. We've been around the 19 area. We failed that. We had a sneaky close above 17, but we failed that quite significant as well with a retest on that one, and now we have a continuation. Break the 14 level, it's done. We're going to 13, and up it is, right? So the market volatility is going to be picking up for that one. That's why this is my outlier for the any kind of movements on the market so far. I'm more considering to look at the VIX than on something like long and short ratio, whatever. That shows me a little bit more as indication which direction we might go so far. On top of that, Dixie, of course. Dixie, as I've been saying as well for a while, I would really like to be around the 97-ish area or even lower than 96. That means the market's going to go a little bit higher as well, especially Bitcoin, because that one is a little bit on the sideways or a little bit slow movement, grinding up, but still okay, nothing major. So far, I like this. I don't want to go even above the 98 or break out from 100 bucks. So that's not really why I'm looking at it. Total tree, amazing as it is, we broke out of this lovely triangle, right? Mentioned that as well. I was looking for it, that we're gonna break out from it. It was quite obvious that we are building up for it, and now where do we go? We're creating almost a new high on the close from the previous swing, but overall we still can go even higher to get to the all-time high on the total tree, if you mention that. And that's for the total. I really like that. That's just a continuation. We are not even close to overbought on the total market, so please, by all means, up it is. Small pullbacks or any kind of retracements, fine. Break something to the downside, I'm not sure we're gonna do that yet. Gold, also freaking skyrocketing. This one went a little bit ballistic that I expected. I didn't think we're gonna go that hardcore on it, but hey, fine by me. I had some small bits still laying around on some dexes, so good, perfect. We still don't see any sign of a reversal. Yeah, we had the reversal warning, but there is still cash flow coming in without cash flow reversal crossover. So still fine. If that's gonna pull back even close to like 3.4, that's a buy, or even to the 3.3. Everything over here, if we see some pullback, it's a buy. Break of it, I don't think we're gonna do it. Especially, why? Gold or PEX is quite an outlier. It's rarely that we break the structure to the downside. So by all means, every single bigger pullback to back to the support, that's a fucking buy to me. Because don't think this one's gonna go to like 1k, 2k, whatever. That's never gonna happen. Because like I've been saying, the biggest pullbacks that PEX had or gold had, it's gonna be around 10%. Once in a while, it breaks the structure. So far, it always keeps it up. So if you want seriously like using the stupid flippers on it, by all means, this is it. Even better, if you want to be like much more safer, then this is your area. Previous swing, previous low. So that's all on gold. It's going still up, or potentially still a continuation. We didn't break anything, so stairwise, but nice one. So far, nice to mention, we finally getting closer to the CME gap. It's been a while. We've been there, and like I've been saying, we've been touching it, struggling, and kind of, yeah, sorry, my internet's a little bit slower today over here. We are getting into that pocket already, and we start to close the gap. So let's see if that's going to be a continuation. Break above 116.8. It's going higher to 123. That's the next resistance, and see if we're going to have a pullback to create a higher low, or we're going to break and we're going to do some damage to the downside. That's the only one. I'm going to mention one more. That's the only one as Bitcoin I want to see, short. First thing first. After that, I'm gonna look for something else, but the biggest shorts from the resistance what we're gonna get, that's the first one that I ever want to short. Nothing else, I don't care about it yet. Okay, so CME gap, cool. Now, dominance. That's going to be quite interesting. Just because we still can go higher, of course, or we're going to see any pullback on the Bitcoin. That means if we're going to see any pullback on Bitcoin, let's say I'm aiming for 2 levels for the dominance. That's this one with this one. So coming close to 58.7, having let's see something like this, read failure, and then aiming to go to the lows, all fine. Or we're gonna do something bigger movement, going into the bearish retest of the previous swing, and then trying to go for the lows. Those 2 things I'm kind of aiming for. If not, we might turn around and go straight to it, right? That's still possible, but that's what I'm aiming for now. So let's see how that's gonna play out. 1 second. Just give me a second. I have a notification that I really need to. Okay. Cool. Okay. So far, this is what I'm looking for, dominance. If not a continuation straight to the downside, to the 57-ish area, then those are the ones. If, as well, interesting that I've been saying, still, still in the same pattern of the dominance, but if sell-off is starting to turn around, so holding the support area, and we start to aim for the resistance or even the all-time high resistance 47-ish area. Sorry, 47-ish area, I mean 4,700. I don't bother to say every single time the bigger numbers. So that's the aim. And looking at it on the daily wise, there is plenty room to run, right? So be prepared. If you are on the long already, this is still area to take any longs from it, or ladder into someone, but be prepared. If that start to go, it's gonna go hard. Solana as well, it's gonna be interesting. Just to mention before I'm gonna move along to the next steps. 209, yeah, 209 level that I've mentioned as well. That's been flipped quite heavily as well right now, even retested on the smaller time frame. Great stuff. Right now, what do we aim for? That's going to be the biggest resistance for Solana right now. Just because we broke the lows on it, we seriously aim for that. Doesn't mean we need to fail on the 225-ish area. Even then, we still can go around the 313-ish or in this pocket. Same thing, just because technically that's going to be the biggest average liquidity pocket what we're going to take. And let me just have a look what's the rest of liquidity is doing on Solana just before I'm going to move on. Never mind. Trading view is a little bit slow today. So, okay, moving on the market metrics. Quite interesting. 4-hour point of control finally been flipped and hold as most important. That's great stuff. Bulls are taking over and we got through the biggest volume resistance volume area that we had. Right now it's getting lower on the volume, you can say, or even half of the volume that we used to be in it. So that means free run a little bit to the 223. By all means, yes, that's how it looks like. There is plenty of liquidity above it still to grab, quite big pocket, and I'm seriously liking this area over here of high time frame leverage. So that's 150 axis above the previous swing with that zone pocket of it below. So that means coming back into that one, it's a perfect higher low and a continuation it is. So that's what I like about it. So far up only. Why? Harmony still have room to run. Even on-chain metric, it's still possible to go higher. We are only on the around 60% on that one. Large caps, 32% move up from it, and we are around 30% on the capital flow index. Perfect. Shitcoins are taking over like always. They are going on a little bit more ballistic than the normal market. Altcoins are on neutral line. So by all means, there's potential for a lot of longs or take profits right now. Stablecoins down as it used to be. So great stuff. I love it. Same thing, moving on the capital flow index. Smart contracts taking over, memes are taking over, data even taking a little bit more over to the upside. Great stuff. Interesting even to be exchanges came down from 95-ish area to a neutral line. Potentially, maybe something to look out for it, to grab some nice coins as low as they are. So right now, if you look for exchange coins, by all means, go on CoinGecko, type in on the category exchange coins and look for them. The one from BitGet is really good one, especially on the bots one. Just the outlier here as information. The one on the bots, it's doing really well. So potentially some nice gains from that one. AI still a little bit more neutral, and the rest, yeah, as usual. Gaming are picking up, so that's interesting as well. If you are into it, then yeah, by all means, still maybe some positions to pick up from it to have a continuation to go even higher. Now, on my side of the portfolio, what I'm interested in to look at them, of course, Hype, the ballistic move, I'm fucking loving it. So great stuff. Per as well, and AVAX is doing super well. So my portfolio is happy, my longs are really happy, and I'm not even bothered to look at for any shorts. I do not care. Solana starting to get potentially higher up, so that's nice. Firecoin, Injective, ETH, and BT are a little bit in the neutral zone as well, so potentially even more movement to the upside. Great stuff, loving it, and Dixie are dumping, so that's good. And surprise, 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 Trio are start to pick up on the volume and interest. I will talk about that one as well in a second because I want you guys to mention to show something for it. No need to talk about this. Let's go and start to do the small TA on it. So, as I've been mentioning, Bitcoin, the biggest meme coin ever, it's moving up, small, grinding to the upside. Still fine. We are breaking higher swings, so that's great. Now we're holding the lows as well on it. Any pullback, even to the daily or previous week, is still fine to hold the swing. Or I do not mind if you even gonna wick into the 110 area, right? To retest the previous daily. So I will not mind. But so far, I'm seriously considering we might even go to August and close anything above it to do the bigger flip on that one. That would be really nice. So far, the only thing what we did is the daily that we flipped. So the daily RSI that we flipped, the failure of that level and the hold of this whole swing below us. Right now, we are above it. If we're gonna close anything right now above it, it's only a pullback and a continuation because that's the confirmation that we flipped the RSI. That's what I'm looking for. So far, it looks good, really nice. Now, my resistance box is gonna be starting around the 123K. So anything above that one, I will look for a short on the Bitcoin. I don't think we're gonna go higher up even. Let's see. I would like to be surprised about it, but so far, I don't think we're gonna do that. So far, on this price action right now, it's a little bit more extended and bigger. We are doing exactly the same thing what we're doing over here. So I'm really gonna look out for this kind of price action over here. It's gonna be exact of what we are doing right now. So, and then right now as well, this is good. This is just continuation. Any pullback, any hold of the lows, it's a buy, and up it is. So that's what I'm looking for. If you're gonna do the bigger range, by all means, fine, right? I don't think yet that we're gonna go around 103.4-ish area over here. Not yet, at least. Just because the liquidity what we're having below us. Let me have a change that. If TradingView is gonna allow me. Jesus, what is slow today? What's going on? Boy, oh boy. Yeah. So by all means, all that liquidity below, it's not really matter anymore just because we are building the bigger liquidity a little bit higher up, right, into the structure that we are holding. So coming into it, even to the September, I will not mind wick into it or create that bigger high time frame higher low. Fine, that will be freaking awesome. and then you have a continuation or even a little bit more aggressive move from it. But so far, if you're gonna do this price action, what we're just doing, just creating higher low, coming back, holding the structure and continuously doing that, that's gonna be a grinding to the upside. That's fine, just because alt's gonna pop left and right. So yeah, great stuff. And yeah, I'm just seeing, thanks B, thank you very much for sharing that. That's what I've been mentioning from the previous price action from August or beginning of the August. From that high that we had, we went all of the way to the Q3. That was literally to the T. Seriously, it couldn't get better. So far, up it is. So let's see how that's gonna play out. I'm seriously love the price action so far. Now, like I've been mentioning daily as well, closing anything above 114.2, perfect. Then August it is to do the flip, and then I'm not going to be even worried to the downside to the price action. We still have quite a lot of room to run, and even the cash flow didn't flip positive on the metric. So still more to do than we even think about it. Right now, weekly, previous weekly, bullish closed. Second weekly, if you're gonna close the weekly above the 114.1 area, then up it is. So easy as that. We start to turn around even, and we still can do a little bit more damage to the upside before we're gonna do a bigger failure. Great stuff, loving it, and even the monthly might be a really bullish close if you start to get in the 123 area. If so, if you're gonna have higher up monthly close, boy oh boy, then I'm gonna change my bias and we will go a little bit higher than I expected. But that's, let's see, we still have 20-ish days to do that. So a lot can change on that perspective. Nothing is set yet. Okay. So far, even 12 hours, still possible to go higher. Let's choose the, yeah, still possible to go higher. We don't have even the crossover from the cash flow coming in, so I'm all about it. This is as well good area to take profits. Definitely all of those explosive move and regaining the highs, always extra level to take profits. No one jump out of the window taking with taking a little bit too much take profits on the way up. Okay, let's go on hype. I will put it on daily just because it's a little bit more easier on the structure wise on the alt. But boy oh boy, this was a great move. And even I was talking to my friends about it somewhere over here on this previous move on 46-ish area, that potentially we might even go higher for the resistance, and we skyrocketed. So now we're getting a little bit more into my box of pullback or resistance, but I'm not even sure that's gonna happen. So far we might even go a little bit more higher, any pullback, and that one might be exactly the same what we're doing over here. So every single move on hype and aggressive to the upside and grinding it, failing it to the downside. But still, I don't think we're gonna fail the structure this time. The only thing what I'm aiming for, coming back to the weekly or September again, that's gonna be the hold of the level. And to be honest with you, for fuck's sake, hype have the best structure so far by flipping the September, retesting it, and skyrocketing. So I cannot be more bullish than I am already on that one. And as mentioned, just to open your eyes, guys, what do we do? And what can we do still? Right? Always move up. And then if the bear market comes, what you're gonna do? You're gonna kill all of that liquidity over here. Easy as that. So I hope this is quite that people are not really jumping the boat and shorting the shit out of it yet, just because we didn't break anything so far. The only structure that you want to see to be broken is 53. That's the daily. Failing the daily, you go even to previous daily. That means you're gonna hold the whole RSI flip that you did over here. Still, that's not even bearish enough. just because you still can go to the weekly, and freaking hell, you can bounce from that one quite heavily. So not really looking for shorts, not even by all means. I'm not, even if you're gonna have a pullback for the week, I don't care. I'm gonna add to the positions what I'm having right now. Great stuff, love it. Now the small sister of hype, it's PUR, as been mentioned as well. Of from even this price action over here, we had the first dump. That was the buy as big as it gets, just because we broke the structure and you hold the support. Second one as well, and that was a double bottom. Always as it gets, high it is. So far you break out of the structure, you are break out of the resistance. Technically, you're starting to reverse the resistance into the support, and you are aiming to go higher. Flipping the daily, the only level that is freaking on the chart of PUR right now is yearly. So if you're gonna reach that, by all means, great stuff. I will freaking love that. That would be awesome. Coming back to, let's say, previous daily even, still fine. Holding the RSI. Now that's what I'm kind of aiming for PUR. You want to hold this box. You don't want to be below that anymore, because then you start to break the structure again, coming low and retesting the lows again, what's been already double tested. Technically you need to hold it, and it's just a continuation. So far, not counting this wick, because that's bullshit wick on the gate. Flipping the 0.22, what we almost did, we retested bearishly already. We had the pullback from that one, and now if we start to flip the daily, that retest not gonna hold us anymore, because it's been tested as well. Where do you go? Next one. All of this shit in has been tested, yearly, or even this high of 0.29. This area over here is gonna be my next TP. Just saying. I will cover first AVAX, because AVAX front run injected quite heavily, and boy, it had a nice spike up. Seriously golden. Love it. So I've been yapping about 27 for a while to flip that, and we've been aiming to do that for quite a long time already, from the highs that we created over here and the lows from here. We've been coming close to that level, coming back, holding the lows, coming up to this level quite close, coming back, and now finally we broke out from it. What does that mean? That means, hello Prabhu, that means we're flipping the bearish RSI, what we used to be below the whole bullish structure over here. Now we are flipping that and aiming to regain the previous structure that we've been failing from. That's freaking big. Loving it. Seriously, 27 been my area to as an aim. That was my TP as well, small one. The next one is the 31 and the February, those two. But by all means, we still can do this, of course, coming back into the structure, right? Even that, and then go higher. That's all possible. I mean, I would not like to break this, of course, but that's all possible to do it. Or do even sneaky one, coming into it, coming back, close, and then move up, right? So that's really, really good. I love it. Flipping the Q4 down. Now, the next aim, and the biggest aim, February. Most of the coins are already, not really most, some of the coins are already close by February or been already regaining it so far. If we're gonna do it on the AVAX, we might see one more pullback from that one, and that's go time. So alt season it is, and still is on the table. Cash flow 12 hours, positive as it gets. So by all means, that's it. Any new lows on that one, it's a buy. Nothing is gonna change that yet. And of course, injective, potentially same thing, but a little bit more behind on the price action. It's fine. I'm still long on that one. And same thing on the RSI flip, the 17 area, a little bit lower than, of course, AVAX. It's a different price action, but still 17 area. That's the area that you want to flip the RSI. That's the area that we've been failing, and that that the price actually get kept below the whole structure. So still a lot of things to go for it. And then of course November yearly is gonna be problem. I'm aiming for the February. That said, moving on Link. Let's see what Link is doing. Awesome, same stuff as most of the coins. Been grinding, same over here, and now we are aiming to do some more damage to the upside. That one set is already regained February. We failed at secondary as well, but now it's not going to be issue even to coming close to go to 29 area. So great stuff. Great. Fightcoin, what do we do? What do you do? Nice regain of the failure of the lows. And now let's see if that's gonna have a continuation. Really good. I like that. Flipping February right now. You will aim for 1.10-ish area. Good. Sui, I'm interested in that one as well. Nice. Starting to regain stuff. August, flip August, and then you go for your 3.7. That's been already tested, but that's the still next level to go. And after that, bearish retest of 3.9. TP it is. Nice. So that's going to be a little bit more on the market update, guys. If you have any coins, if you have any propositions or questions, by all means, let me know. I'm just gonna read for a second what happens. Still everything in the background. Yeah, CME I've been mentioning. Yeah, Q4. Yeah, of Q3 on Bitcoin. Awesome.